today's scenario, as far as the COVID or the corona pandemic is concerned, this is also very useful, and the pharma people's already taking care for the personal hygiene. It's not now, it's a long back the pharma, it is an essential part of the system that the everyone who comes into the company in working in the pharma company, he must have good knowledge about the personal hygiene. So it is an integral part of the system in the pharmaceutical company. So how do we can have a good hygiene as a personal point of view? So the agenda of this training session is just to maintain the personal hygiene for self, importance of the good personal hygiene, and then contamination, proper dress, uniform and dress, what do you can and can't do at work, if you are sick, what will be the what will be the main action, what can you do if you are sick, and the hand washing. These are the some points which I have just compiled here in my presentation, so we can have one by one point for that. So maintain the personal hygiene. Staff shall be trained to have a regular bath and change their undergarments daily. That is the basic expectation in the pharmaceutical industry, that everyone who comes to the company must have the regular bath and change their undergarments daily basis. Staff shall be trained to mend their nails on regular basis. Staff shall be trained to have clean shave and regular haircuts. Ladies staff shall be trained not to wear beauty aids like bindi, sindoor, heavy makeup, and that are likely to fail into the products. That is the main thing, that anything whichever the cosmetical products may be fall into the products. So the staff shall be also be trained wash their hands using liquid soaps regularly after visiting toilet and canteen area. So staff shall also be trained not to touch any product with the bare hand. It is also expected, and staff shall be trained to brush teeth regularly. These are the basic things and the personal hygiene glimpse which need to be maintained by everyone who is working in the pharmaceutical plant. Then the importance of the good personal hygiene, uh, the condition and the practices that help to maintain the health and prevent the spread of the disease. And the second one, the food safety is main concern, then the prevent the contamination of food products. So why it is being required in pharma as well as their routine life, why the personal hygiene is required to maintain. So it is generally being considered for the self assessment, basically we may say, so self health conscious we may say. So the food safety and prevention of the contamination of the food products, it is required to have the good personal hygiene. Not only pharma as well as the food industry, and wherever it is required to be maintained, we are considering it as a very useful information and useful practice to be followed. Then the hazard review is basically anything which is hazard to us. It may be physical, it may be chemical, or it may be biological. So basically, it's a hazard review, which is then the food safety, preventing or reducing the contamination of the food by people or by their actions or inactions. So food safety is very important. So it is also required to maintain the personal hygiene for the food safety concern. So preventing or reducing the contamination of foods by people or by their actions or inactions. So proper dress is another part. In proper dress, we may require to maintain the clean uniforms, no tears. फटी पुरानी कोई ऐसी ड्रेस नहीं होनी चाहिए, no tears. Closed toe shoes, no heels, should be in booties and anything. Then clean footwear, hair restraints, uh, helmets, beard nets, whatever is there. No jewelry, wedding bands, no visible body piercing, no nail polish, false fingernails, or no false eyelashes. It is not being required in the proper dress. Okay. So why you can't do at the work? Few things which are not required to be done in the or during the work, especially in the production area and quality control area. There should be no eating, no drinking, no smoking, no splitting, and no chewing gum. So if you are hurt, then all the open cuts or wounds are to be protected with a secure waterproof covering, bandage and gloves. Generally, the person who is hurting or having any disease or anything is not allowed to work in the core area. If the person is required to be joined into the, then he is required to be work in such area where any product contamination or anything not to be occur. So the person who is sick or he or she may be hurt, so is not required to enter to the core area. If you are ill, then a few things are need to be taken care. Inform your supervisor if you exhibit the any of the following symptoms like jaundice, like diarrhea, vomiting, fever, sore throat with fever, uh, boils or cuts, discharges from the ears, nose or eyes, excessive coughing or sneezing. If you are feeling any one of the symptoms, then you are required to inform your supervisor and not to be participate and involve any of the critical activity, critical or major activity. Your supervisor, your immediate boss will depute for some that type of the activity which is not critical or major for the product point of view. Then when do you wash your hands? Generally before and starting to the work. किसी भी काम को करने से और करने के बाद आपको हाथ जरूर धोने चाहिए. It is the general expectation for the personal hygiene point of view. Then the purpose of the hand washing demonstration. Today's scenario we are generally noticing it and following it. So these are the few of the pictures we require to just to push the rub the two palms together and then have the different actions, then crossing the fingers, then put one palm over the second palm, then the thumb to be rub, and then the another few alag alag next postures are there. These are need to be done while ever you are disinfectant or you are washing your hands. So when do you wash your hands? Generally after handling of the raw ingredients, smoking, eating or drinking, using a handkerchief or tissue, touching any dirty objects or surface, touching any part of your body, cleaning or taking out garbage, or using the washroom. These are the general things which need to be follow and which need to be properly taken care while you are working in your area. So hand washing, generally the process is like that. You need to first wet your hands, then soap being applied to the palm or the affected area where you want to wash. Then the soap needs to be applied over there minimum 20 seconds. Then scrub back to the hands, wrist, between fingers, under fingernails, arms, almost or elbows, whatever wherever it is the affected area you want to wash. You need to have the washing with the soap, then rinse it with the clean water, then towel dry, single use towel should be there or some other tissue paper may be used just to clean and dry the hands or affected area. Then turn off taps with the towel, and you also require just to turn off the tap with the towel. If you are again touching the tap of the water tap, then again you may be get infected. The cleaning purpose of your uh, hands or anything, it may be lapse. So you require to turn off the taps with the towel because it is single use, or tissue paper or anything, and put that tissue paper into the bin, close bin. Open the door with the towel as much as you can precaution you can take, or with the help of your elbow, or take in care the minimum contamination, or there should be no contamination of your body with that article or that object, and discard the towel in appropriate manners uh, into the closed dustbin, closed bin. Then the protective garments are there. Assure the protection of the product from the contamination as well as the safety of the personal. Appropriate protective garments shall be worn. Soiled uniforms shall be stored in the closed container until properly laundered. So you should take in care. You should not have throw your garments into the bin in a very zigzag manner. You should have properly place all these used garments into the bin. This is the documentation, basically life cycle where we are working there. So we should avoid all these things. So eating over there in on the floor, sneezing over there, anything whatever we are doing, we are not taking we are actually we are contaminating the basically area if you are not taking care of all the precautions which are necessary to be taken just to avoid any contamination to the product or the area. So these are the this one is the picture. You need to notice that few of the people who are working over there, they are eating over there, they are sneezing over there, they are doing few things in a very bad manner that may contaminate your area and to other objective other objects also. So on the job, basically practice the good hygiene, uh, and what you wear, it is also very important. आप क्या पहनते हो ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट करता है कि आप ऐसे कपड़े पहनिए जिससे कि कहीं पे कोई कंटेमिनेशन या इस तरह की कोई चीज़ नहीं हो. What you do over there on the job, it is also very important. And important another important is today's scenario is the hand washing. So hand washing too is very important on the job. Okay. So generally the questions are like that: the condition and the practices that help to maintain the health and prevent the spread of whatever it is the you may have. Just a minute, let me unmute, let me unmute. Just a minute, just a minute, just a minute, we will have an interaction session over there. Let me unmute. Okay, I think everybody now have interaction. So again, let me share the screen. Let me share the screen. Okay, start now. This one, that one. So okay, play. Join the training session with a presence of mind. So conditions and practice that help to maintain the health and prevent the spread of Arpit. Yes. So what should be the answer of this question? Condition and practices